the fact that we're able to do a show with 4 women and be somewhat well received, I think really speaks to the fact that our fan base really supports diversity and supports women in football. Hayden Hurst, the tight end. First of all, I like him because he's a ginger. Second of all, I like him because he's all about mental health. That's what every team needs, is a ginger and somebody who's all about mental health.
I loved everything Urban Meyer. It made me feel better about everything. I'm his biggest fangirl right now. I would give him a lap dance if I could.
Gives a new meaning to the term steak hooker, I guess. The what? Gives a new meaning to the term steak hooker. You never heard of a steak hooker?
Who they say gon' beat the Bengals? Who they say gon' beat the Bengals?
Hoo day, everybody. Welcome to Tigress Talk. My name is Jess, aka Hube, and I am joined by my lovely friends here, Kayla, Jerry, and Whitney. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. Thank you, everyone who's joining us live. Sorry about the last-minute schedule change, but hopefully we get some people in here today. I really appreciate everybody watching live. I appreciate everybody watching after the fact. It means a lot to us. If you found us on YouTube, be sure and subscribe. We got our Von Bell game-worn autographed jersey back there. That is going to go to one lucky subscriber once we reach 1,000. So thank you guys all so much for subscribing. We've got Rob. October 26th. Yep, sorry, Rob. We had to move the date. Greg Luther's here. Hello, Greg. Hoo day, ladies. Rather for my Luther Vision photo when you all are. Okay, should we do our Luther?
Do we do some crying or something?
There's no crying in Luther Vision.
Are we sure?
All right, here's our Luther Vision photo. Ready? Okay. Thanks, Greg. It's an honor to be on Luther Vision. Stranger4420 says, Hoo day, stranger. Thanks for being here. My friend Lisa's here. Hey, Lisa, Hoo day, friends. And, of course, Mary Raps, Hoo day, ladies. Loving the vibes. Yeah, the vibes are sad girl vibes today. We'll get to that. But Brian Bowman says, Hoo day. Hoo day, Brian. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you for watching after the fact, too. We appreciate all of it, honestly. So, how are we feeling, girls? So, obviously, Sunday was fun. Sunday was great. Today, not so much. Is my video, like, jumping all around? I feel like I'm, like, stuttering.
No, it looks good.
Everything's fine? Okay. It looks weird on my end, but I'm just going to ignore it if you guys think it looks okay. But, anyway. So, I mean, game recap from Sunday. We'll just I mean, it's Thursday.
Yeah, you are.
Really
yeah.
About it.
Now
There's some
weird.
Great.
Max Headroom vibes. Do you guys remember Max Headroom? That is you, Jess, right now.
Oh, really? What does that mean?
It's a little glitchy.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought it looked really crazy.
It was fine till you said something.
Oh, okay, so I definitely jinxed it. Okay, great. Awesome.
It's
Great.
that kind
Thanks.
of day, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're just going to roll with it because you know what? It's a live show and that's what we do. It kind of fits, honestly, with today. It really does. It just fits with my whole day that I've had today. So we're just going to roll with it. But anyway, week 7, Atlanta. Cap wrote down, Bengals shampoo the dirty birds. So I like that.
Okay.
It makes me think of like a bird bath. Obviously, Joe had a great day on Sunday. Receivers all had big days. Poor T couldn't quite get 100 yards, but Tyler and Jamar got well over 100 yards. Burrow with another rushing touchdown, which is pretty incredible to me. Another big rush. I think he rushed for like 20 yards on the one play. So a great day all around for the offense. Defense, lights out, nothing new there. J. Tufele, once again, stepping up, making big plays. So we really appreciate that depth that we've got there. Greg says, obviously it's a tough day, but still keep moving forward. Of course, Greg.
Absolutely.
Nowhere to go but forward. Bridget says, maybe Tom Brady can turn the day around.
Gosh.
Amen, Bridget. If only. Brian says, opportunity for T and Boyd to show everybody on national TV they are dogs. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that for sure. Brian says, also candidate for quote of the season from T with booty butt naked open. Yes, that was definitely one of my favorite things that came out of that game was booty butt naked open. I hope we hear a lot more about booty butt naked open. Crypt is here. What's up, Crypt? He says, hello, ladies of the Who Day. Thank you, Crypt. We appreciate you being here. But anybody else have anything for the game, or should we get into our breakdown here?
Yeah, let's do it.
All
Yeah.
right.
Hey y'all, this is Kayla Caskey back with this week's edition of Bombshell Breakdown, and this week we're going to talk about how Atlanta decided to disguise the cover 2 into a tricky 2, no treats from them this week, but how Burrow was able to overcome and pick apart the cover 2 defense and pull off a win against the Falcons. Okay y'all, so to understand tricky 2, we must understand cover 2. So let's look at this field here. Let's kind of let them get set up all the way. Alright, so for cover 2, we're going to divide the field in half. And this guy's got this side, this guy's got this side, and then we have our 5 underneath guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this little guy here, he's going to drop back. He's kind of playing Tampa 2, which is a version of cover 2, and that's what they're fixing to show here. And he kind of has the middle of the field. So that's what cover 2 is, and this is just a version of cover 2 called Tampa 2. So here we go. Alright, we'll pause it here. Deep, deep, he's running back to cover the deep, and then we have our guys underneath here covering. So this is your cover 2. Okay, y'all, so this is a blitz version of Tricky 2. Not even just Tricky 2, they're just bringing the whole show here. So we got our field split, and actually, let's go back. They're starting off, they're showing us that they're in cover 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is what Burrow sees when he's at the line. Cover 3 here, coming. But as the play develops, let me go ahead and show y'all. These guys are going to blitz. These guys are going to drop back. These guys are going to drop. He's going to play Tampa 2, and this guy's dropping. But let's just kind of watch. We'll watch the blitz guys first. So they kind of go in, and then everybody else is going to drop. So it looks like cover 3, but no, it's a blitz. And now they're playing cover 2. So here's our field split. This guy's got this side. This guy's got this side. This guy's playing deep. And then we have our little guys underneath to cover the little pass. And there's a void in the coverage. But very briefly, just enough for the ball to be thrown. If Burrow didn't pick all that up, all that just happened. Cover 3 to now tricky 2 to blitz. If Burrow didn't pick that up, he would have got sacked. Something else would have happened. It would definitely not have been a first down. Okay, y'all. So this play is an exotic tricky 2 fire zone play. And y'all, Coach Caskey had to tell me all those details. But what they end up doing is bringing the blitz, but they're dropping still back into cover 2. And it's still going to have the void for the pass. So this guy's going to be playing our Tampa 2 down the middle. This guy's going to drop and have his half. This guy's going to drop his half. And these little guys here are going to have the underneath part. But Burrow's going to pick up on it. It just shows you how smart Burrow is and how quickly he sees the field. Because if he doesn't see this quickly, or the line breaks down and the void doesn't happen, because it briefly happens. Like, quick second. Let's watch it one more time. Boom, there's the void. So here we are with our Tampa 2. He's got the middle, cover 2. They got this half, and then here's our guys covering the underneath. So there's your cover 2 disguised as an exotic blitz. All right. Okay, y'all, so this is just another version of Tricky 2. And the thing about it is, when you're running trick plays and stuff, you're not in the spot that you should be in. You're trying to disguise, so maybe you have to run a little bit further. And that's what kind of happened on this play. Burrow saw it happening. Okay, so here's our guys. I'm setting it up. These are our guys covering our halves in our cover 2. Tampa 2 right here, he's covering. And then all these little guys are covering the underneath pass.
Okay, well, it's working now, so thank you.
But he kind of got held up right here. This guy was supposed to be coming out to cover the flat. But since he was disguising it earlier, he wasn't out on the flat already. And he kind of got caught up, which left the opening in the honey hole down here for the pass. We'll watch it one more time. So it's disguised, but they're coming on back into Tampa 2. Okay, y'all. Well, now you know how the Bengals overcome cover two, even when people try to disguise it. All right, this is Kayla Caskey with this week's edition of Bombshell Breakdown.
All right. Thank you so much, Kayla. As always, does my audio sound okay? I made a lot of adjustments. A lot of frantic adjustments were made during the bombshell breakdown. But does my audio sound okay to you guys?
Much better.
And I stopped glitching. So.
I think that was like a Lou Anarumo level halftime adjustment.
Was that? I have to agree. I have to agree. Poor Cap. Our power went out last night. You know, last night was basically a fiasco. Today, I was so busy at work, I didn't even have time to text Cap one time. I come home in a frantic panic, and I'm like, is everything ready for the show? And he's like, what? Anyway, I appreciate everybody's patience with that. But once again, Kayla Caskey just knocks it out of the park with the bombshell breakdown. What a blessing she is to us and Coach Kyle Caskey. Hats off to them. We appreciate you guys. That was really cool to see how the Bengals were able to kind of, you know, they tried. I like that it was tricky, and it made me think of, was it Run DMC?
Oh, yeah.
tricky. Anyway, Greg says, on the plus side on Sunday, how awesome was it that we could enjoy the fourth quarter with a big lead? Greg, I had the best time ever in the fourth quarter on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
The sun had finally stopped like beating down on me. I was just really loving life. That was awesome. Kevin is here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Kevin. Thank you for being here. Stranger says, Greg, I was on high enjoyment by 21-0. Yeah. I mean, after those first couple offensive series, I was like, Bengals captain has a great beard. Kevin likes your beard. He says, thank you, Kevin. Thanks for being here, Kevin. We appreciate you. Okay, well, I think that's really all I really want to say about the Falcons. So, Whitney, why don't you give us some game balls?
Hot! Hey!
All right. So, I mean, that was a great game. So I kind of wanted to give everybody a game ball. Like,
I think Zach gave everyone a game ball.
yeah. So I was going to say, I tried really hard not to give game balls to who gets actual game balls from Zach. And so he kind of took everybody.
Your balls are
Tyler
special.
Boyd. But my balls are different. So, first
They're
game
not like everybody else's balls.
They're not. They're very unusual balls. But we're going to go with the guy who had 6 total tackles and a big tackle for loss. He ranked the best overall in our defensive grading with an 87.2 and a rush defensive grading of 80.6. We stole him immediately from the Jaguars the moment those idiots dropped him. We scooped him right up. And I just absolutely adore him. His middle name is P-E-A. So I am now going to start calling Jaylene P. Tufele. You get a game ball. I'm going to call
you a game ball for his name alone.
Yeah.
And that hair.
I get like really big Pecco vibes from him. Do you guys get like Pecco vibes?
Definitely.
I loved Damatel Pecca. Do not get it wrong. I loved that man dearly and deeply. Did I love Pecco? So that just makes me love him all the more. So great choice for game ball whip.
Yeah, I mean, how impressed are we? He's playing like his hair is on fire. Like that gorgeous mane of hair is on fire.
I hope it's really never on fire.
I do too. But I mean, I've just been so impressed with him, and I'm sure he'll keep it up. He's a great surprise this season. But second game ball goes to a guy who I feel like no one takes a hit like this guy. He's tough as nails. He's the kind of guy that, like, you can never count him out. But to the guy, the poor man on the sideline in our chain gang, who got absolutely demolished in the first quarter. The press was worried about him. The people calling the game were very concerned. He was taken back to the tent. And then sure enough, a few plays later, we see the guy back out on the sideline doing his job and moving those chains. Because we move those chains all day long. We worked his ass off. So, the chain gang guy. I wish I knew your name, man.
Chain gang guy.
Mad respect, dude. You're badass.
You know what's funny is I didn't even notice it during the live game. which, I mean, I feel like in general, during a live game, you catch certain things that you miss on TV and you miss certain things that you catch on TV. And that was one thing that I completely missed watching the game live, that our poor buddy on the chain gang took a big hit and was okay, thankfully. So
Yeah. I mean, it was a hard hit, and like it got a lot of attention on the actual broadcast. He's an older man, and he was down for a second, but yeah,
Man.
he came back. He came back and was working it. So
I feel like that's a dangerous job.
yes, yes, it is.
Like, you have to stand there with your little post or whatever and like try to keep an eye on not being literally murdered on the sideline.
Yes, I know.
Tiger Gang says, hoo day, Tiger Gang.
Okay.
Mary says, lots of ball talk, not mad about it. You know, Mary, you know we cannot resist a childish joke. Pam is here. Mama Pam, I'm so proud of her. We're proud of her, too.
I know that was sarcastic. I don't know what she's. That's her being mean, probably.
Yeah, and then Stranger 4420 loves Tufele's hair as well. It's hard not to love his hair. So,
No.
well, thank you so much, Whitney, for those awesome game balls as always. Let's get into some viewer questions. Thank you guys, as always, for submitting questions on Twitter. We really appreciate that interaction. Christian is back with his serious question and his fun question. So let's get into Christian's questions here. His serious question is, due to his great play, does Jay Tufele send Josh Tupou to the bench when he comes back from injury, or is 2 games too small of a sample size?
I mean, it's too small of a sample size. Like,
Yeah.
see how it keeps going. And also, you have to, I think, take into account your competition too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, contact.
And
is
Tupou's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. And it's a really deep room. And I think that there's a lot of talent there. And I'm glad that I'm not the one making those decisions. I'm glad that I'm not the one evaluating that talent. And I know that Jay Tufele came kind of late in the season. But I think that if they really thought that he was better than Tupou, I think he would have been ahead of him, you know, on the depth chart probably. So that's just my thoughts. You know, I'm not the great evaluator of talent on the defense. I just really like watching them hit people. So,
Yeah.
Brian says, it seems like a lot of these guys are old. I think he's talking about the chain gang guys.
Aw.
But yeah, old guys need love too. Caleb, hey Caleb, our other unpaid intern. He says, chain gang needs full pads and helmet. I have to agree. That's pretty
Definitely a
crazy. But yeah, he could play his way up the chart, Kat points out. So yeah, I think it's too soon to tell. We will see. But I am a big fan already, that's for sure.
Yep.
Tufele is on pace to take the rotation job. Yeah, and maybe, and I don't know how rosters work, and I don't know how ours is looking as far as numbers, but maybe it's the kind of thing where they can just sort of all rotate, you know? If they can all just kind of rotate, then maybe nobody gets injured again for the rest of the season. Wouldn't that be fantastic? So, I don't know.
I mean, they get to keep each other fresh, and we need that. Like, we're going to have a long season. We're going to the playoffs again. People like seasons long,
Right.
so it's good to have them both.
Agreed. All right. And then Christian says, fun question. In honor of Jess's birthday yesterday, which was actually Tuesday at this point, what is everyone's favorite type of cake to eat for their birthday?
Ooh.
Birthday girl has to answer first.
Oh my gosh,
Yes.
I don't even know. I love cake so much. I think my favorite icing is definitely like cream cheese frosting. So I would say probably like a nice spice cake or carrot cake with a good like cream cheese frosting, I think would probably be my favorite if I had to pick one. But honestly, I've never had a cake I didn't like, so I love cake.
I love a cheesecake. Any
Ooh,
kind of
that's a good
cheesecake.
choice.
I do love cheesecake too. Yeah.
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 I mean, I'll do an ice cream cake, obviously. Duh.
Oh yeah. God, I love ice cream cake too.
I always
Jeez.
forget about ice cream cake.
I want to change my answer. Ice
I'll
cream
go with
cake.
a cupcake. I think they're cute because they're little.
Yeah.
Oh. How do we feel about cake pops?
Oh my
Are
god, I
we
love
anti-
cake pops.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
You don't love cake pops? Oh my god, I
No.
love them.
They just feel like soggy cake to me.
I love it.
I love it. One of my really good friends makes the best cake pops ever. So I love my friend Carrie's cake pops. But Greg says Grater's yellow cake with chocolate icing. I didn't know Grater's made cake. Is that like an ice cream cake or do they make regular cake? I need to know these things. But Bridget agrees with me. Cream cheese frosting for the clear win. Yes, Bridget.
Yeah, but what's that white icing that some places use? Like I know Publix use it on some of their cakes, and it's like really fluffy. Like you know what I'm talking about? Like that.
I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
whipped.
Very light, like whipped. Yeah.
Yes.
See, I don't like that. I don't
Really?
Like that. I like a buttercream or cream cheese.
I like it all. I really like it all. But I'm with Eric. My favorite cake is more cake. Oh, Mary coming in with the nothing bundt cakes. Yes. Nothing bundt cakes are the bomb. And if you've never had one, don't do it. Just avoid it altogether. No, I do love nothing bundt cakes. Those are the best. But thank you, Christian, for your questions. We appreciate you. Brian asks, a couple of weeks ago, the Burrow-led Bengals finally beat Andy Dalton. Is this the Monday night going to be another first with Burrow getting the win versus the Browns? Will Burrow and the offense stay on the absolute heater they're on right now and get that first division win? I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, this team just loves, I swear I think they have a list somewhere, but they love breaking curses. It's like they just have like a checklist and they checked nearly all of them off the list last season. So there's only a few things left to check off the list, and beating the Browns is one of them. We shook the Andy Dalton curse because we definitely had one of those. Like, bearded Andy Dalton had our number, so we got rid of that. So, yeah, I think Browns go down this Sunday.
Yeah, I would love that so much. I think that there's a lot of passion for winning this game on both sides, honestly, which scares me a little bit. But I think you're right, Whit. I think the Bengals kind of have a list of like all these demons that they're going to exercise over the past however many years, however long it takes. But I think that the Browns love to say that they beat us twice last year when everybody knows that none of our starters played in that second game, and they love to hold that over our heads. So I would love to just take it to Cleveland on Halloween night and embarrass them and make them fire all their coordinators and trade all their players, and that would give me the most joy on Halloween night. But we'll see, because they're playing for a lot. There's a lot riding on this. I think they're looking at offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. They're looking at trading guy. Was it Hunt or Chubb? I literally think they're the same person.
I think
one of those
Hunt.
guys.
It was Hunt.
Hunt, he is like on the trading block. Like, I really feel like things are going to happen in Cleveland if they don't win this game. So I think that they're playing with like a renewed sense of, I don't know what. Now, unfortunately for them, they're not a very good team, I don't think. So it's going to be tough, but they definitely have a lot to play for and a lot to lose. So we will see.
Well, I think with the news that we all got today about Jamar not playing, unfortunately, we all know how we do when everybody counts us out, and I feel like they're kind of already counting us out. So I feel like we're going to play with a much bigger chip on our shoulder than we were already going into the game with. And I think they're going to prove that like we can win anyway with anybody we got.
I think you're right, Jerry, and I think that they're like licking their chops, thinking like, "Oh no, Jamar, this should be an easy one for us," you know. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, and the Browns, historically, like, at least the past several years, when they've played desperate, the desperation kind of gets to the better of them lately. So hopefully,
and they've lost some for all the talk about their defense, and as good as their defense was last year, they really have screwed up some late games. I mean, that Jets game was hilarious. Actually, I was talking with one of my doctors, who is a big Browns fan, who was at that game, who left when they were up 2 touchdowns. And was telling me all about how everyone was so happy and they were all walking and singing and having a great time because they all thought that they had that game won. And then it was like, then they got that touchdown. Then they got the onside kick. Then they got the other touchdown, or I think it was another touchdown. Anyway, they lost the game and they all thought they had it won. So it's just, they've lost a lot of close games late, and we've won some good games lately. So I feel good about this, but I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself here. But
Brian, I think it is time for the curses to be broken. All of them.
Yep.
All right, let's do some conspiracy theory. All right, we got a couple. Whitney, what are you doing?
I ain't right
Every
now, guys.
time.
There's only one other time. Don't be dramatic.
You know I'm dramatic. I'm nothing if not dramatic. If you do it 2 times, you've done it every time.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Quiet down there. Okay, Whitney, I'm going to let you talk about Tyler Meinerding's chili curse because I don't know that I fully understand the context on this one. So I'm going to let you break this one down for us.
Well, I didn't really dig into it, truth be told, but what I do believe is the case is that every team that has made fun of Cincinnati chili prior to the game has got their little booties beat by our Cincinnati Bengals. So if you saw that most recent post by the Falcons where they were making fun of Cincinnati chili before the game, I think that's what he was referring to. So there is a Cincinnati chili curse. You talk about Cincinnati chili, you're going down. Period.
Good. I hope everyone keeps talking about it.
I like it.
Talk about it.
Because I love it.
Yep. Talking smack.
Greg says, Jerry, you look like a Bengals FBI agent. You should track down all the fake fans. Gonna leave that there.
She will.
I have
Yes.
the rage in me.
She will. All right. I'll buy it, Tyler. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, wait, Whitney, this next one's yours too. Something about Joe's
Oh,
helmet.
I forgot. Yeah. So somebody was commenting, a lot of people were commenting about how Joe's helmet went out. And so I kind of got to thinking, like, it can't be an accident because it keeps going out. So, like, who's behind it? And I kind of want everybody else's conspiracy thoughts on this, but I have it down to, like, 3 suspects. Evan McPherson, possibly,
good
because he doesn't want us to get touchdowns. He kind of wants to get the field goals. So he's mad about it.
Okay.
It could be Jamar Chase, just because he loves screwing with Joe so much.
I could see that for sure.
Or it could be Burrow, because he liked talking about how in that one game he had to call the entire final series by himself because oopsie, he can't hear anybody. His headset went out. So I'm down to those 3 lists of suspects, but I do have the theory that it is not an accident. It's happening on purpose.
Is it even really going out?
I
It's just
don't
like,
know.
la la la, can't
Joe's
hear you,
just
la
like,
la la. Oh, no headset. I could see it. I could see
I
it.
don't know.
I think he
I don't
really
know.
enjoyed calling that final series. And what was it, Nashville? The playoff game?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Titans.
maybe sabotage.
So you are suspecting it's Joe Burrow himself.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
my
Yeah.
vote.
I like that one.
But I like that Evan McPherson angle also because apparently he doesn't like it when his dogs bite his head. And I'm sorry, I don't fully trust anybody who doesn't like it when their dogs bite their head.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but
He might have a little rage inside him. He didn't like that he didn't get to kick.
I
Probably
did
trying
like
to hold
in
the boy
Joe's
back a little bit.
mic'd up where he was like, no field goals today, sorry.
I know, that was so cute.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
How many times did you guys watch that? Because I think I watched it like
At least
at least
45
50.
times on repeat.
Yeah.
I liked it when the bug flew in his mouth.
I know.
It's like, "Peh,
It's like, that was disgusting.
Jesus.
I like watching how he's like building rapport with so many of the refs too.
Yeah.
I know. I love it. And you know what? You know who does that too? Is Cap. Every game, before every game, the refs come out on the field and he claps for them. And he says, looking good, refs. Looking good. Looking good
Hey.
today.
Couldn't
Actually
hurt.
tried to slide him a $20 bill.
Yeah, like, remember, who did that? Ocho? I tried to give him like a $1 bill, was it?
A single.
Something silly. But yeah, so that's Cap's secret, so don't tell anybody. But
Tell Cap to start yelling like, "Thanks for being part of the White Tiger crew. Nice White Tiger outfit, guys!" Like,
Ooh.
get them,
I
make them
like
part
that
of the
one.
team. Part of the team.
I did feel like that game on Sunday was pretty fairly officiated. So
progress. We'll take it.
I'll take it. I'll take a fair game. That's for sure. Greg submitted a conspiracy theory. He says, is it a coincidence that the Bengals and Browns, who both wear orange, and, well, Bengals wear black, Browns wear brown, because I'm not going to say it, are playing each other on Halloween? Ooh, I like that one, Greg. Halloween colors for the win.
It's like the Reese Bowl.
Yeah.
And then, Kayla, did you have a conspiracy theory you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. Do we think that Russell Wilson might be an alien who's pretending to be a human NFL quarterback? I mean, I don't think we can rule it out. It would explain a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you do hear a lot that. Yes, and that aliens walk among us, so we don't know because they look like us. They take on our bodies.
I'm just saying. I mean, it would explain the high knees on the airplane. Like, you want me to work out more? Sure. Just take it very literally. That's alien behavior to me.
Yeah, I 100% agree, Kayla. That's great. Did you guys see the funny, I'm sure we all saw it, but the funny video somebody made of like the stock photo of like the airplane, and they put like his little thing up there and he's like, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I about died. I almost peed my pants. That was so funny to me.
Oh my God, that was so funny. I mean, who does that? That's just crazy.
All that just to lose again.
I know.
Everything that he does is so cringe. Why is it so cringe?
So cringe. And you know the worst part about this? I'm sure I've said this before, and I'm sorry, I'm going to repeat myself. The worst part about Russell Wilson is that Sierra was like my freaking idol. Like, she sung the soundtrack to my ridiculous years in my 20s, and I love her. And she married that weirdo? Like, what are you thinking, Sierra?
I know. She needs like 1-2 step out of there now.
She's like, I'm taking our beautiful children and I'm leaving. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind on these comments. I'm sorry. Let me catch up on these. Rob says, damn, I missed the show. Just got here. Happy belated birthday, Jesse. Rob, you didn't miss it. We're just getting started. Don't worry. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Eric says, they're easy to spot. Just say hooday and wait for the silence. I guess he's talking about the fake fans that Greg was talking about.
That's true.
Bridget says, Evan is a good option. He's too cool. All facade. He's secretly savage. I think Bridget might be onto something there for sure. Crit thinks it's gremlins messing with Joe's helmet, and I would not count that out either. And Brian says the bug was hilarious. Yeah, that flew into Joe Burrow's mouth. Just the whole internet knows about. Well, okay. Just
if I was a bug, I'd fly into Joe Burrow.
I was honestly thinking. I was thinking like relatable.
Like we're all jealous of the bug right now.
We're all the bug.
Oh my God.
Chase agrees. Russell Wilson is not of this planet. Yes. If you want to contact Russell Wilson about that, you better go through his publicist first. If Russ is an alien, OBJ is definitely one. Yeah. I wouldn't rule that out either. Nailed it. Cav says, aw, he seems like a nice guy, just not fiery. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I don't know.
Whatever.
He's a
Lame. Lame.
Come on, go with the joke, Cap. That's planned. Come on.
No, he does seem like a very nice guy, but not anybody I would want quarterbacking my team ever.
I will say this, if he is an alien, I've always had like a profound fear of like an alien invasion. I am much less scared of aliens if he is one. Like, I think I could take him. I feel fine about it.
Oh my gosh, that is funny. That is funny. Okay. Anybody else have any conspiracy theories? No, I couldn't think of one this week either. All right, where am I? I've lost my place again.
I think we're at
okay. Let's talk about next week. Where am I? Here I am. right. We Need to Talk is sponsored by Birmingham Meadery. This bottle is now empty. That's okay. I have more in my refrigerator. Code Tigress gets you 15% off 2 or more bottles of mead at Birmingham Meadery. Make sure you guys check them out. They are awesome guys. They are Bengals fans, and they have a lot of delicious mead choices, something for everybody. So make sure you guys check them out. We appreciate them sponsoring the show. What do we need to talk about today, ladies?
I have one. What kind of Halloween costumes do you think we're gonna see from the team?
Ooh.
I hope Joe Burrow dresses like SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
That would be cute.
That would be cute. But then you would have to have Jamar dress as Patrick, and he's not gonna. Is he gonna travel? Do you guys think? With the team?
I have no idea. The Bengals haven't officially announced anything, right?
Not the
I don't know.
team, but I mean, it's been. I mean, it's
I know it's widely speculated, but okay.
yeah.
I know.
He hasn't
I
been
saw
put on
that,
IR or anything yet, but
I saw that Sam Hubbard said that he was making the rookies dress up, and
Nice.
I can only imagine.
That's awesome. I think that Hurst dresses like I Dream of Jeannie or something. Like anything where he can have his belly out. Like a belly dancer. I Dream of Jeannie. That's Hurst.
oh,
Winnie the
Yeah.
Pooh.
I can see it.
oh my god!
I pray for it now. Oh my
Oh
god,
my
that'd be great.
That's the best. The best.
Like, we wouldn't even know. He'd just be wearing a red shirt instead of a gray one.
He would hold up pot of honey. It'd be
Exactly.
a good one.
Oh, that's funny.
Donald Duck.
Who dressed up last year? I only remember. Did Uzama dress up as Elf, or was that for Christmas? Is that for Halloween or was that for Christmas? I can't
I
remember.
don't know. He dress up all the time.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah. Because he was like he dressed in like cowboy clothes for the Dallas game last year, right?
Yeah. And then like a chef at some point.
Yeah. Don't remember.
I don't remember either. I hope we see some fun Halloween costumes, though. That's always Halloween's so fun.
Yeah. What would Apple dress up like? Something mean. He'd be trolling somebody.
He's like an actual troll. That would be a good one for Hayden too, though, because he just put like a gem in his belly, and then he could be a troll.
No. No.
You know, like
Troll
the trolls we used to
doll.
play with in the
Yeah.
90s. The little.
He'd have to do his hair up.
Yeah, he's got enough of it. He could just do it
Yeah.
all in one big thing, and then put a little gem in his belly, and then just be a little troll. A cute troll, though, not like a mean troll.
Oh my god, I love it.
What are you guys gonna dress up as?
I don't know
None
yet.
of that. None of that.
Yeah.
None
I'm
of
not
that.
planning on
Correct.
dressing up.
You're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
dress up with Ivy? Is she done trick or treating? She's done all her rounds for trick or treating, or are you guys still going
We've
out
got
on
a
Monday
couple
too?
trunk or treats with the grandparents, and then we're done. So
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna be like actually trick or treating. She's just gonna help pass out candy until it's bedtime, and then she's gonna go to sleep. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
hopefully before the game.
Yeah.
But
My nieces are dressing up as the Little Mermaid and a lobster costume that's supposed to be Sebastian. And
Aw.
then my nephew is dressing up as Blippi, and I had to Google Blippi. I never heard of this thing.
Yeah, I'm
but
familiar.
apparently it's a thing. Kaylee, you probably know about it. It's a thing for kids on YouTube, I guess. But anyway, so my nephew's going to be Blippi. My nieces are going to be Ariel and Sebastian. And I'm going on Monday before the game. I'm going to my sister's house to kind of just hang out with them for a little bit and see them in their costumes. But I don't think I'll dress up, honestly. Are you guys going to dress up?
I usually always have like something Bengals on, like usually a jersey, but none of my jerseys fit anymore. So maybe I'll just tell everybody I'm Randy Bullock. So
No.
Boom.
I feel like we're sassier when we have our shades on.
I think
We
so too.
are.
it's the sadness.
Jerry.
This is the Savage Hour. Tigress Talk, Savage Hour.
We should do these like once a month where we just get on here and act like no one knows who we are, like our identity's concealed. We should change our names at the bottom to be like, not Bengals Whitney, somebody else. And then just drop every terrible thing that we've ever wanted to say in one episode.
Boom.
Let's have the
like
black episode every once in a while. Just
therapeutic.
like this. Yes.
Brian says, I think there are going to be some good ones with Hubbard saying he told all the rookies they had to dress up. Yes, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what Cordell Volson's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Fox Miller's here. Hey, Andrew, thanks so much for checking us out. He says, Hoo day. Hoo day, Andrew. Appreciate you.
If we were all together, I desperately, you know what I want? Do you guys remember when someone tagged us in that picture of the Bengals?
Yes.
The band? You know?
Yeah.
Like, we even have, like, hair that kind of matches all of them. There's 4 of them. They were, like, holding the
Guitars
helmet,
or
Bengals
whatever.
helmet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so cute.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be awesome. And I really hate it when people pronounce Bengals. That
Same
really
here.
annoys the crap out of me. So
Yeah. Because that's what I think of as their band.
I agree. I'm like, man, what is it, Manic Monday?
Or like
Yeah,
really
walk
bad
like
jewelry.
an Egyptian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk like an Egyptian. But, well, I think we need to talk about the rookies for a different reason because Cap and I and some of our dear friends got to go play video games with the rookies on Monday, and it was so much fun. They were all there pretty much. All the drafted guys were there. And we went to a place called Velocity, and it was down in Newport in the mall, I guess, down there. And we played basketball, and we played some of the guys did like the motorcycle video game things. You know, you've seen like the arcade stuff. I couldn't get anyone to play Dance Dance Revolution with me, but I did play skee ball after everyone else left.
A personal favorite.
And yeah, I love skee ball. I'm terrible at it. I don't care. It's something I know at least what I'm supposed to be doing with it. So it's one of my favorites. Cordell Volson played Madden with our friend Kieran, which was awesome. He had him until the very end. Kieran came back and won. I think Cordell let Kieran win, but that's okay. We appreciate it. It was a great time. So I really appreciate this rookie class. Yeah, I loved them when they were drafted. I love them. The more they play and the more we get to know their personalities and know them, I think I love them even more. Cam Taylor-Britt had a great game on Sunday too. He's one thing we didn't really talk much about, but that was his first game with any, game snaps. So he had a great day. And one of our friends who actually had some of our seats, that our friends from London, Tom and Andrew, they stayed till way after, and when all the families were coming out onto the field. And he said that when his family came out, it was just a really emotional moment. It was a really fantastic moment. And I loved in his locker room interview where they were asking about his family, and he's like, they're waiting on me right now.
Aww.
I love our rookies. I love this rookie class. And I think it really speaks to the fact that this franchise, this locker room, this culture that they've worked so hard to build is really going to be something that's going to be sustainable for a long time, because all the guys that we're bringing in fit that mold. And I'm just really, really proud of mom. I'm like a proud mama. Look at these rookies. And Cordell Volson is a gigantic man. He is huge. And he had a smile on his face the whole time. Our one friend, SD, his kids, he's got, his one son is little, and he was kind of like buddied up with him the whole time, and he was being so sweet with him, and they were playing this like Luigi game together, and he's just such a genuinely sweet guy, and it was just really cool to see. I mean, you know that these guys are great, but just to see that was really, really awesome. When nobody's around, no cameras, no media, nothing around, just us. They didn't have to be nice to us. They could have just phoned it in and whatever, but they really were great. So,
That's so good to hear.
Yeah. Eric says, important question. What are we supposed to do all Sunday without a game besides watch Morning Prowl? Can we just hibernate? Yes, you may hibernate after you watch Morning Prowl. You have to get up, you have to watch Morning Prowl, then you may go back to sleep, because Bridget is going to be on Morning Prowl with Whitney this week, and it is going to be epic. So we cannot wait for that.
Or a total disaster. We don't know.
It's literally impossible for it to be a total disaster. I don't believe it for 1 second.
Yeah.
The disaster would make it even better.
Exactly. He says Bengals is a pet peeve. It really is.
It has always bothered me.
Andrew says, don't forget Bengals. Yeah, that's just... It's not that hard to say, people. It's an E.
It's an E. It's not that hard.
Yeah. You know what though? Most people in like the national media say Bengals like hard, like Bengals. Like I
Yeah.
swear they pronounce it harder just to like really upset me.
I think it's a personal thing. I think they know that it bothers
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel attacked.
Craig says, Kieran was texting me and a couple others how excited he was to meet the rookies. I swear we got probably at least 20 texts on how excited he was. That's so great. That's so awesome. I was so glad that he was able to go with us. It was a really good time. So,
Yeah.
all
I
right.
think we need to talk really quick about the fact that Tampa Bay is up on Baltimore 10-3 right now.
Yeah, let's go.
right.
Go Brady.
They're due for one. Seriously. I mean, Tom Brady can only get so pissed off
There's
before
only so many
things start
tablets
happening.
to break. Yeah.
He just threw the ball into the ground on third down. So
Just now.
She had not said anything. Giselle probably heard me. Her spidey senses were tingling. She just recursed him.
Just one,
it up.
Giselle, please. Just one.
I
Just
know.
one. Let him just win just
Win
this
this
one,
one.
please.
So I have a we need to talk. I don't know if you guys listened to the interview with Colin Cowherd on Tuesday with Joe Burrow, but he
I didn't
asked
yet.
him what was his first memory of the NFL, and I don't know why that had me laughing so much. But he said his first memory of the NFL was the halftime show with Justin Timberlake, where he disrobed that woman because he couldn't remember that it was.
You couldn't remember Janet Jackson?
Probed.
But he was like, and his mom was so upset. And I looked it up, it's because he would have been like 8 years old. So I just picture a little 8-year-old Joe Burrow just sitting there like. And he was like, that is my first memory of the NFL. And I'm like, that is so freaking funny to me.
What a good one. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. I think we all remember that.
Not like he does.
Not like he does. Definitely not my first memory, but
It was like the way he said it. I feel like it was like an important moment in his life. Like he just vividly
Was he like, and that's when I knew I wanted to play football?
like I could see that in real life.
Or be a
so-
pop singer, one of the two.
Exactly. All right. Our intern bringing us some breaking news. Baltimore looks bad tonight. I love to see it.
Good.
Chase says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but go Brady. It's to embrace it.
Yeah, and I thought you rejects that too.
Yeah, it's tough.
I want Burrow to like dress up like Justin Timberlake for Halloween and then like mix it
All
with someone
denim.
be Janet. Mix it with someone be Janet and like stand in front
With,
of
like,
him
an
with like the
exposed
pasty. I need it. That's what I want to happen.
That was so funny. I remember that like it was yesterday. And I feel like there was so much controversy around it because it was like, was it planned?
Yeah.
Was it not planned? And I'm like, seriously? You think Janet was in on that in any way, shape, or form? I feel like if that was planned, it was not with Janet. Like, I don't think Janet would ever do that for free.
It was the pure sparkliness of the nipple cover that I think made people skeptical. Like, you know, I think that was
did it
it.
show anything though? Like it was completely still covered, right?
Her nipple was
don't-
covered, right?
I think so. Yeah, it was like a silver like cover on it, I think.
Okay.
Somebody
well,
correct.
maybe-
Well, actually, I don't want anybody to correct me. I don't need a bunch of people tagging us in pictures. Of
Oh my
Please do
gosh.
not tag us in any pictures of Janet Jackson's titties.
No, we're good. I'd rather just have it be a mystery at this point. Fine.
Oh.
It reminds me of when Lil Kim wore her outfit to the VMAs and had just like the pasty. Like,
Oh yeah.
who cares?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I know
I'll buy
it was a big deal to her. I watched a documentary of hers. Is there one on Netflix or something or somewhere recently? And she spent like a good 20 minutes of the show, it felt like, just talking about Nipplegate. Like it was like this pivotal, terrible moment in her life. It sounded like someone died. I'm like, seriously, girl?
That's crazy.
I
was
mean,
very
it did
upset about
tarnish. Like everybody was so. I mean, the sexism was different back then. It's still bad, but it was worse. You know.
It was
yeah,
all
I
on her
agree.
and not on
Yeah, it was
Justin at
all
all.
on her.
100%. Mm-hmm.
And then the
Yeah.
FCC like started really cracking down on stuff after that. Like I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah,
that's where the shift was because when you look
delay.
at stuff from the 90s like they got away with a lot of stuff, and then like the early 2000s after that, like it got really, like people started getting really scared about what to say, and
Yeah.
Crazy.
so it changed a lot of stuff.
It changed
Chase-
Joe Burrow.
It's changed Joe Burrow. That's true. Chase Engel wants to know favorite halftime show. Oh my gosh, I don't know that I
That
could
one.
pick one. That one?
That one.
That could never be my favorite.
Prince. It was
Yeah,
Prince,
Prince was
right?
the one I first
when it
remember.
started. Yeah, when it started raining during Purple Rain, like God wanted that halftime show. That was bigger than football.
What year was that?
Oh, I don't
Goodness.
know.
I don't remember what year that was, but yeah, that was a good
That
one.
was a special one, yeah.
That was a really good one. I liked last year's. I mean, maybe because I was there and it was pretty awesome in person. But I thought I loved the lineup could not have been more to me. Like they were like, "Hey Jess, we're doing this lineup for you because you had a rough time in your 20s. Like this is for you."
Yeah.
think
But
Beyonce
I did
also
love. There's been so many good ones. I thought Shakira and J Lo had a great halftime show when they did theirs.
I was disappointed.
You were disappointed.
I loved it.
I feel like halftime
I
shows
love
are
them.
hard to live up to the hype. I think sometimes, but I
Gaga
also like-
crushed it.
Yeah.
Who did?
Gaga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Lady Gaga. I mean, she always crushes it. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever seen her perform live, but she is incredible. Like probably the most talented human I've ever seen in real life. Like just crazy talented. But
I love
I'm
Bruno
sure there's other
Mars.
ones. But what?
Bruno Mars, but I'm
Oh,
also
yeah.
I love Bruno Mars. Period.
He's great too. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of good ones.
Yeah. Even the bad ones are good.
I think probably the worst one that everyone loves to hate was that Creed one. Remember that?
No,
That's
I
in
don't.
my memory.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone makes fun of the Creed halftime show. Okay, you guys have to go look it up now.
Okay. I do.
They're like,
They played
he's
the
like half
halftime
naked
show?
and is like flying, like soaring across the stadium. And it's just like, it's so bad. It's so bad.
You know what
It's
would
like,
be hilarious?
what?
Did I turn to the puppy bowl on that one? I don't
Possibly.
remember that.
What if it was the Puppy Bowl halftime show and we're just remembering it wrong? Now you know what I want? I want like the NFL to just go lose their shit for like a few years. Sorry, beat me. And there we go. And
to
like
find it,
now
sorry.
it's like Nickelback or something for next year, and just watch everybody collectively die.
But everybody will still be singing along to it.
I'll be like, it's Nora Jones featuring Nickelback.
I mean, I like
This
Nora
year.
Jones, but not
I
maybe
love
not for
her
the Super
too.
Bowl.
That's not a halftime show. Right.
Well, let's get into our predictions for next week, starting with Miss Jerry here.
All right. So we all know the deal at this point. This baby has messed up my ESP. So we're going with the opposite because it has 100% accuracy rate at this point. So what did I say last week? Like we're gonna lose by 1 trillion. They're gonna actually take points off of the game from last week, and we're gonna be like negative like 3,000 points on Monday night.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting
That sounds
candy.
terrible.
They're canceling Halloween.
Children will be crying, mayhem in the
Exactly.
streets.
So that's what I'm going with.
All right, I like it. Sounds good. Yeah, I don't know how to feel, honestly. I pretty much said everything I was going to say about it earlier. Both teams have a lot to lose. Well, their team has a lot to lose. Our team has a lot to prove, I think, to themselves more than anything else. You know, in the grand scheme of our schedule, it'd be great to get our first division win, but this game in the grand scheme of things really won't matter that much. I personally don't think, but I think it means something to these guys from a grit perspective. I think they really want to win, so we'll see. We'll see. I am predicting the Bengals win big, though. Me personally.
Yeah, if Baltimore loses tonight, we really need to capitalize.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd be great.
Yes. I think it's a really big deal. And I think this whole stretch of games is, the one silver lining in my mind instantly when I heard about Chase, if he goes on IR, is at least when our schedule starts getting really tough again, he'd be due to come back. I think it was Lindsey
Yeah.
Patterson that made sure everybody knew that, like, if he did go on IR, his first available game back, if he didn't have any, like, holdups, was Chiefs game in Cincinnati. Like, that's a big, hard game. So, like, if we can get through these next few games and still win, and we get a fresh Chase back right before all that, and then DJ Reader hopefully back, Wilson, everybody, the whole gang's whole back and, like, fresh and ready to go before we hit that part of our schedule.
Agreed.
So,
100%.
yeah.
It's definitely going to be harder without him, but it's a good opportunity for us, especially since it's perceived to be a easier slate here for the next couple weeks for us to figure out how to utilize things good without him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Because, there's so much coverage he's not going to draw. Like,
yeah. He's not going to be one-on-one anymore, probably.
No.
But at least Tyler Boyd's having big games here lately. I think, obviously
Hurst has been clutch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Hurst, everyone's really quick to forget about him. So
The run game's starting to get going, finally.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a really good running day against Baltimore. Maybe our division rivals. Maybe that's a thing. So
It's going to be hardest on Joe, period, no matter how you slice it. Because the good news is like the O-line really has dramatically improved since the first couple games of the season. I mean, night and day. Like, they're playing so much better now, like, good. Like, they're playing well. And so he's going to need them to play well. It's because he's going to need that extra couple seconds to look for other people and spread the ball around and let things develop, I think, because there's just so far less openings for everybody else when Chase isn't out there being a decoy to draw every single person to him and getting double teamed. So it's going to be on Joe. It'll be hardest on him without Chase.
agreed. All right, let's get our injury report here.
Okay, so we just talked about Jamar, so we'll skip that one. There were other did not
All in mourning.
practices for today. Yeah, that's why we're all in black. The other did not practices for today were Collins, Hendrickson, Morgan, and Tupou. But because it's Monday night, this could be Wednesday Veteran Day for us. We don't know, but those are the names to keep an eye on. But there is some good news today. Logan Wilson and Jeffrey Gunter both got in full practices. So
Yay! Yes.
The Browns are also extremely banged up. There were 10 players for them that did not practice today, and that include Clowney, Myles Garrett, and Denzel Ward. So that's pretty big. And then David Njoku is probably going to be out because he has a high ankle sprain. So banged up on both sides.
Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to get the injury news out there before I talked more about the O-line because I do think that the O-line is playing extremely well. And the one person that I've been really impressed with is Hakeem Adeniji because I really feel like he is doing a great job of literally just filling in wherever they need him. I mean, he filled in for Jonah during the Ravens game. He filled in for Collins last week. And I think it's so impressive how guys can switch from right to left. And I know some people have said that the right side is his better side, so he is better off filling in for Collins versus Jonah, but I think he's done a really great job when he's filled in for our guys. So I really am excited about having that piece kind of in our back pocket for when guys like Collins get banged up and things like that he can just kind of just slide right in there and do a fantastic job. So I was super, super impressed with him. And I think overall, I couldn't agree more. Our O-line has really started to gel. And I think one of the things we talked to Volson about on Monday, I think Cap actually brought it up. He was like, people always talk about how important it is for O-line to gel, and he was like, it's everything. It's literally everything. And I really feel like we're getting to the point of the season now where they are really starting to work well together, communicate well together, and are really starting to be the line that we hoped that they would be at the beginning of the season. So I am so excited for what's to come for that line because if we can protect Joe Burrow, we can go far with this team. So
yeah,
Absolutely.
super excited about that.
And honestly, they developed really fast. If you
They
really
did.
look at it, they came together quickly.
Yeah, for not really taking any snaps together, game snaps in preseason, to kind of having a rough go of it the first week. Second week was a little better, still a little rough, but then to really kind of take off running, I think has really been a great sign. I think people were losing their minds a little bit. They were questioning Frank Pollock. I mean, people were literally losing their minds about this O-line, and I think that they've kind of silenced a lot of those critics. So I'm very happy for that.
It's not like we just plugged in 1 or 2 new guys. It's the entire line. Jonah's the only guy that returned.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new world, but a whole new line. I thought you were going to start singing it. I got really excited for a second.
I'll save that one for next time. I think Kayla should sing that one.
Yes. Do it.
Some other time.
All right. Rob says still $10 to $3 up. 125 left before halftime. Okay. All right. I'll take it.
Brady just got sacked.
I will take it. Okay.
Stop bringing it up, guys.
What'd you say?
Yeah, every time we bring it up on the show, something good happens for the Ravens. So let's not talk
I'm
about
sorry.
it.
I forgot.
We're just a little superstitious.
Just a little bit.
Stitious.
Just a little stitious. Okay, so arts and crafts time. Anybody have anything for arts and crafts? Anybody get anything new? Jerry, I see you wearing your snazzy new jacket.
And then I panicked, bought the white one, but they
Same.
only had a medium left in the white one. They didn't have a small, so this one's a small. The medium, I have now convinced my husband that it was a gift for him that we can share, because he tried it on and he looked really good in it. And I was like, oh yeah, I got that for you.
Perfect.
That's like when guys like buy a TV for their wife for Christmas. Like, look, I got you a TV.
See, I'm that wife where I'm like, you could never like get like too big of a TV.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't care. I just think it's funny. You're like, this is a gift for both of us. But
Exactly.
that's how I am with hats. If it's an adjustable hat, if Cap gets a hat, I'm like, this is our hat.
Yeah, this is technically Caleb's hat, but we've probably worn it the same amount. So.
Both of your hats. Optic says, sneaky Jerry. Oh, Meg's here. Yo, I'm here. I just got off work and yay, I get to see you guys. Hey, Meg. Hooday. Hooday. Thanks for teaching us sign language on
I love the
Morning
segment.
Prowl.
It's
That
so
was
cool.
awesome. That's great. I
Yeah.
hope that becomes a thing. I've been trying to learn more sign language and I am bad at it, but I know the whole alphabet.
I'm bad
So I
at it,
can
too.
get where I need to go by knowing the whole alphabet, but it is not
It's true.
quick or efficient. And I know this is finger spell. So
Yeah.
I know how to say, please finger spell, because I'm an idiot. But thanks so much for being here, Meg. I hope you had a good day at work. Thanks, Optic, for sneaking in at the last minute. Anybody else get anything new this week? I also got the same jackets. I got white and black. And I convinced myself that I was going to get rid of one, and I don't know that I will.
Lies I tell myself every time.
Right. But then Cook Sports had the audacity to have that awesome jacket. And then Black Owned had the audacity to have that reversible jacket. I'm like, okay, so clearly I need all of these jackets. That's ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. It's probably going to happen. So it's just, one of those things that but getting the reversible jacket from Black Owned makes me feel better about possibly selling my white jacket. So we'll see. We'll see. I haven't made any decisions yet.
It's a big decision.
They're just so pretty. Like, I just love them both so much. Like, I just look at them and they just bring me so much joy. So
That's a good purchase. That's how I feel about it.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I don't have them here with me, but I did get a couple recently, really cute things from Blindside Images. I think they are the ones that made the Cincinnati Baddie crop top, and I just feel like I feel awesome when I wear it. I'm like, yeah, I'm a
I
baddie.
love them. I love them so much.
They are the best. I don't know that I know that I've seen the Cincinnati Baddie one.
Oh,
so I need to.
I'll show you.
I need to find that immediately. But yes, blindside. Oh, I forgot for my conspiracy theory. My blindside crop tops are lucky.
Oh.
Yes.
Every week that I've worn one, we've won. Because I wore one on Thursday night, and then I wore one to New Orleans, and then I wore one on Sunday, and we won all 3 of those games. So that's my I forgot about that, but yes.
I don't know that that's even a theory. I think it's fact at this point.
So now I have to wear a crop top even if it's negative 30 degrees outside. So
It's for the team.
Yep.
Wait. Wait, what? Did I miss this? What's up with the sunglasses? Is it MIB so we can forget the Chase injury?
Yep. Because we've all been crying.
Yes. We are in mourning. I don't know. Crying. Mourning. I don't know what mourning is, but you need the sunglasses off so you'd forget. Yeah, okay. I get it now. The whole Men in Black thing, when you wear the sunglasses, then the brain neuralizer thing doesn't work on you.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to take our sunglasses off in order to forget. Okay, I got it. I got it now. I'm up to speed. That took way too long. I got it.
We got there. We got there.
We got there. We got there, Meg. Yes, we're in mourning, but I'm still hoping for the best, but we'll see.
Yep.
Optic says, I legit forgot what day it was. That's why I had to sneak in. Well, that's okay, Optic, because yesterday we were supposed to do the show, but my power went out, so we moved it to today at the last minute. So we appreciate you being here, even if it's just for a few minutes. So. Well, I think that's all I have for tonight. Do you guys have anything else before we go?
No.
All right. Well, hoo-day, everybody, and let's get a big win in Cleveland on Halloween, and we will see you guys next week. Hoo-day.
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 Good day.